Yes. Once again, it's on. It's the Bols. You see what it is. Podcast, that is. You know what it is, world. We everywhere. You understand I'm talking about? Sleeves the Hustler all day long. Here once again with the Bols. To get it the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? My man True Blue Stizzer in the building. The militant one. A.K.A. Brother Byron. You know what I'm saying? My man to the right of me. The good brother Sky got dread on the pan. What's good, Podcastbols fan? And Jones too. You see y'all. Love y'all. You know what I mean? And you know, this time around, we always like new shit. And we always be discussing different things like, yo, what's the top five this, blah, 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 blah. So you know what? I was like, you know what? The Bols presents top five in the building. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though we create top five lists that we think about, discuss it, and in the end, you guys tell us how the fuck you feel about the list. And you know, you could chime in and actually give us some thoughts on the list down the line. But we're gonna start it off, you know, with what I came with. I don't know why I was thinking about this. I think I may have just saw The Golden Child or some shit. And it was like, you know, what is the top five Eddie Murphy movies of all time? You know what I'm saying? So for me, what I composed was Coming to America, all right, Harlem Nights, Beverly Hills Cop. Trying to think, is it one or two? Which one I like the more? I feel like I like two the most. When I grew up, I liked two the most. Boomerang, all right, and The Golden Child right now. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with your list. I haven't seen any of the Beverly Hills Cops one.
Honorable mention, Delirious. Sorry, excuse me. The Delirious.
If you don't want to count that as a movie, that makes sense. It's kind of just a stand-up.
Yeah.
Recorded now. You know, personally, I would find a spot for life. Like I would have to.
But that's why we discussed it.
Yeah.
But that's why that was, you know.
And that movie was a flop.
Commercially,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
I mean,
but it's a cult classic.
Yeah,
Period. No, absolutely. I love it.
Right. We were just talking about Hollywood Shuffle. I'm not sure that didn't make a lot of money, but
I hate to turn flop. It's
right.
Not, yeah.
Just like you said about commercial standards, didn't make a lot of money, but
Which is crazy when you think about the time when it came out. It's like, who would want to go see Martin?
I mean,
and Eddie Murphy in the movie?
You want to go to the Boom Boom Room?
I'm trying. What was the competition at that time? Well, I might have to Google that. Like, what other movies released at the
Well,
same time?
I know this much. I know the
Just
soundtrack
raw.
didn't flop. You know what I'm saying? The soundtrack definitely was hitting. You know what I'm saying?
And just the cast. You got Bernie Mac in there.
I mean, it was big in the black community.
Yeah.
Like, white people wasn't seeing that. It was probably like When Harry Met Sally or some old shit like that. You know.
No, it was 98. It dropped like 98 when Life came out.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Insert white movie here. It was something else.
Must have dropped same time Titanic dropped.
Yeah.
Maybe around at the end of that. But no, you could, like, for prime example, like, I put The Golden Child. Like, most people was like, fuck Golden Child. Like, you could put Life on. I actually, in my head, damn near forgot about Life in a sense. But, like, you know, can't hate on it. You know what I'm saying?
I saw Golden Child in the movies. My cousin
really?
took me to see that, John. That was, what, 85? Chandler Gerald.
Exactly.
He
said he
Oh, yeah, of course.
He said he wished he didn't make that movie. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about it now, but, like, to me, that wasn't
good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, the plot and the actual content, it's fucking horrible. But, you know, we were at an age where things like that were, when you see it at our age, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't grow old and dumb to us because we loved it then, so we'll still appreciate it now. But as you watch it now, we're growing up eyes.
Man, you get to keep the young up, man.
You might want to get that book off your jacket.
Hey, right.
Cut yourself.
Tibet or Nepal, whatever. Viva Nepal!
Viva Nepal!
Yeah.
My dear brother Noomsi, are you kidding me? I must be purged. Someone please purge me.
You ain't got no trading places on that list?
You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. So what is yours of top five Eddie Murphy?
Toast. Dilly Ray.
I mean, so I slipped. This is what I'm saying. That was mine. So go ahead.
On the top. Okay, so definitely I'm going to have Life in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Top five with Eddie Murphy. ones, but definitely Life, definitely Coming to America, definitely The Nutty Professor. I mean, come on, man. People still say Hercules to this day.
Hey, man,
Definitely Nutty Professor.
That's cool.
She'll slip up.
That's all. That's all I'm saying.
I'm trying to think. Definitely Boomerang. Slot.
Fifth?
Coming to America on there?
You said Coming to America.
I definitely said Coming to America, but for that last slot, I'm not sure. The rest of the movies, they're
Mr. Church.
You got to pick something, man. 48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cop, something. I mean.
Norbit was pretty funny.
No, not Norbit. What was the other one with Martin? Not Martin.
Bowfinger?
Steve Martin. Bowfinger.
Bowfinger was pretty fucking funny.
That one was funny too.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta let Bowfinger slide into that fifth slide.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand that shit, but yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, Life, Coming to America, Harlem Nights, Trading Places.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll put Harlem Nights in the fifth instead.
And the first 48 hours. Mine was pretty easy.
Yeah, it's not bad, you know. In the conjunction, we still had certain ones that crossed over all through, but for like them last couple spots, you know, we disagree.
Well, here,
that's not disagree. We just got different movies that we like. His that's different.
So this was an assignment that Sleeves had given us. We were supposed to come up with a top five list, and I kind of forgot, so he kind of yelled at us for not reading the group chat. So I came up with a list, but I can't get 5 things. I got 4 things. 2 of them are similar.
Don't kill every bit of it, nigga. Just say
anyway.
That's all.
So I had top 5 awkward moments for me, and then I only came up with 4 of them, but they were, you know. So anyway, similar though. So the first 2 are both on 2 occasions. I asked a woman essentially how far along her pregnancy she was, and on both occasions she was not pregnant. So the first time,
that's like number 1.
all right. So okay. So this time, all right, out of these 2, I'm gonna give you one that's not the best one. I'm gonna give you. So I ran into a girl that I used to go to high school with, and passing in like a McDonald's or something. So we just busting up, making small talk. I'm like, oh, I'm looking. I'm like, yeah. So when's the baby due? She just looked at me like, I'm not pregnant. And I was like, oh. What do you really say after that? Oh, my bad, I guess.
She just ran.
Yeah.
Hauled ass.
But no, because then I just had to, and then it got quiet, and she just stood in line waiting for her food, and I stood behind her waiting to place my order.
It was good seeing you. God bless you and your family. You know what I'm talking about?
Like, oh,
right?
man.
And I guess a salad.
Yeah. So that was the awkward pregnancy, and then the more awkward pregnancy question was, I'm at work with this woman. It's just me and her at the shift, and you know, it was already quiet between us, so I'm just trying to make small talk, and I wound up asking her. So I'm like, yeah, I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, well, so how far along are you and everything? And then she gave
Why
me the
is
look
this
again.
your go-to?
She just gave me the look again, and she was like, I'm not pregnant. And that one was worse because we still had to finish out our shift.
Longer than a McDonald's.
Yeah, longer
line.
than the McDonald's
Yeah.
line. Yeah. So that was awkward the whole time. It was just like,
damn you, man.
because then once again, the apology. How do you really apologize for that? You're just like, oh, my bad. Because then they feel terrible.
Yeah.
And then you feel terrible. You're like, why the fuck did I say that?
Yeah.
And they looking at you like, fuck you.
Why the fuck would you say that?
Right.
You know? So,
Now the asshole would double down. Well, if you was thinner,
right.
you know, you fuck around and get tased, you do some shit like that. So you got to tread lightly after that. Like
You get reported to HR.
right. You get all types of fly shit. Talking about my size and my shape and everything. I don't feel safe at all. Right.
Maybe let's talk to you, Mr. Sharif.
Right. Oh, so you just see 11 a.m. meeting. Yeah. Which office? I ain't never been there.
All right,
I
so
deserve that.
those are my awkward pregnancies, right? So they were awkward, but you see how they're similar. Pregnancy.
Yeah.
Or actually, no pregnancy, actually.
Yeah, it's just you see a woman of a certain thickness and you just
But it
your
wasn't.
go-to.
It was the bellies in each case, and
So this is what I'm saying. You're still
I was much
deep.
younger then, so I'm wiser now. I never ask a woman that question anymore. 2 times I've learned my lessons. 3 times, hell no. That is not happening to me. This was last year.
To be clear. All right, but
I am months wiser.
Weeks wiser.
I wouldn't dare, but I would say, hey, excuse me. Oh, it's your birthday? How old did you turn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
Is that ass fake?
So my last 2, I don't have 5. I have top 4.
No worries.
So then my
That
last
first
2.
one worth 2.
Yeah, you get 2 points on that. Double Mario.
So my last 2 awkward moments are both similar.
Okay.
They're work related. So,
You need to just be shutting the fuck
Yeah.
up at work. You don't do nothing.
wait, but this makes it awkward because I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong, but I still was put in an awkward situation. So I'm at work and it's just me and one other person that I'm working with now. Our shift is short. This is me and this other guy. And he had a bit of an alcohol problem. And he came into work one day hammered, drunk, like ridiculously drunk. Like I saw him walking into the office and he had missed all but 2 loops on his pants with his belt. So he had his whole pants, they were just sagging in the front. His shirt was like, he had like 3 buttons buttoned on his shirt, but they were
Crisscross.
all, yeah.
Dressed to impress. I
Yeah.
like it.
And then the shirt was hanging out and he was like wobbling
He had
and
himself
stumbling.
time before he got to work.
Period.
And I'm thinking to
Shit.
myself, how did you even make it
Yeah.
into work? So he comes into the shop
Smelling like a distillery.
reeking of alcohol. And I'm looking at him like, yo, you're drunk as fuck.
Mhm.
He flops in the chair. He's like,
What gave it away?
no. He flops in the chair and he's just like, oh, I don't feel good. And I was like, yeah, I bet. I was like, I'm just going to handle everything tonight. Okay, good. Yeah, I got like a headache or something. But what made it awkward was that for the rest of the night, everybody else at work kept coming to me like, yo, what is wrong with him? What's going on with him? And I'm not trying to rat him out.
No,
Trying to keep it secret and shit.
For
Yeah.
being, for being drunk, because they all know he's drunk too, but they waiting for me to confirm.
Yeah.
And he's also one of those individuals where a lot of people don't like him, but he was always cool to me.
Right.
So you know what I mean. So I wasn't trying to give people that kind of ammo against him at the same time. Like if I tell somebody he's drunk,
They all they wanted to do was gossip. He drunk as shit, ain't he? Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
the kind of place where you cannot be drunk. We work around machinery and shit. Like you can't be drunk. You know what I mean?
Ain't
They'll
too many
fire you,
drunk-friendly
right?
jobs,
You
so,
know what I mean?
yeah,
It's not like he was at a keyboard.
You lose your life, but you
No,
have somebody else's
right.
life get lost fucking around.
Yeah,
because of that
so
shit.
that's why I was like, cool, no, you stay here. I'll take all the calls tonight. You chill out. But everybody goes, well, what's wrong with him? I'm like, you know what's wrong with him.
I mean,
you know,
it's
you can
kind
say
of
it.
corny that you gotta carry the weight for his drunk ass.
Yeah,
like,
so I had
shit,
to
you
all
get
night
paid.
long. I was like, I'm not sure. He just said he doesn't feel well, so I'm just letting him rest. And I'm going to, if you need something, come to me. I'll take care of it for the rest of the night.
Great job by you.
Yeah, great job by me. But that was mad because you put me in that position. That was kinda
Yeah,
fucked up.
that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And now, next awkward moment.
The final one, basically.
Yes, it's with the same individual. It's with the same individual.
Fentanyl this time?
No. This time is different. So I told you he had some issues. And he had a couple things, you know what I mean? Whatever. He would have these coughing fits. He would cough. Chain smoker, crazy smoker. And so he's having one of these fits, and he would turn purple. If you knew him, you knew what the fit was, and you're like, yo, it's going to pass. I know it looks crazy. If you never met him before and you saw him having it, you'd be like, somebody called 911.
Right. No, it's just Tuesday.
That was just stupid.
Relax.
Yeah. It's like, nah, he does this all the time. Just don't worry about it. I know it's wild. It is wild. I agree with you. It's wild, but he's going to be okay. In like 5 minutes, he's going to catch his breath. He'll be straight. So he has the crazy fit. This was the craziest fit. I had worked with him for a couple of years at this point. This was the mother of all coughing fits. I even got nervous. I'm like, whoa, this might be the one. Like, it's crazy. And now, we're fully staffed now, so it's me and there's another dude there, too. And me and him are looking at each other like, I think this is one. Like I think this is one too. Like we might have to get ready to make that call. So he's having a crazy fit.
My lungs.
And then it stops, right? But this joint went on forever. But he stops. He get up real quick and he walks out the shop. And we're like, and then the other dude I work with points to the chair and he's like, I'm like, what? He's like, look at the chair. And he had a fit so bad that he had shit on himself. And shit on himself to the point that either he was going commando or was just mad thick. And it went through the pants and into the chair. So I was like,
he soiled himself.
I'm like, yo, ooh, I got the chair and I threw that joint in the dumpster. We had to put another chair.
It's not redeemable.
But then he kind of came back like,
I'm not touching that chair. Where's
He came back.
Like it, you know.
Do you guys have like a shower or anything?
No.
He could have had the same shitty pants on, didn't he?
No, we got a locker room. He changed his clothes. But he just came back like nothing had ever happened. And it was just like,
yeah, so y'all better than me. I'll be like, we going, no. See, that's what I'm saying. This is the moment when you working with sleeves. You working with sleeves. Let's let hold. What we not going to do is act like you walking back in here like you ain't just shit up this whole fucking.
But we did.
You know what I'm saying?
But we did.
Right.
It was mad awkward for the rest of the day. We were just like, yo.
I'm a big believer in transference. Like, you're not only going to make it weird for me.
Yeah.
I need to share this weirdness because you need to know what you did.
Exactly.
Fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like we know you shit in the chair. And we know.
No,
we're not just going sweeping
know
under the
that
rug.
No, we don't.
chair.
No, we don't. Because I have not asserted myself to let you know that you my man.
You know I had to get rid of your shitty chair.
Right? Exactly, right?
Like, I don't get no thank you for that. Like, he ain't say shit about you moving the chair, like, or nothing.
Because he ain't know.
He knew.
Man.
He knew it wasn't the same chair.
No, it doesn't matter. He would have known. Hey, listen, man. What wrong with you and your shitty ass? Like, yeah, dog. I just threw that shitty ass chair out, dog. Like, for real. You good? You don't need to be working here no more tonight, motherfucker. You shitty as shit. Get your shitty ass away from here. Fuck out of here. There's been a bunch of shit coming out of my mouth like it was a bunch of shit in this chair. And I just showed him a picture. I said, see you? Yeah, this was your chair.
Man.
This was you. This was your shit.
put his nose to it. Hey, you see what you did here? Like a dog or some
exactly.
shit.
You gonna learn. You know what I'm saying? You be out here shitting in chairs and walking it off like you cool.
Yeah.
Mad awkward.
I'm really sorry that Sleeve sent this assignment out because you went to a really dark place.
No.
All that shit out loud.
But on the upside, I learned a lot from him. I had to, he passed away.
Oh, God bless his soul, man. I'm
I
sorry.
learned a lot from him and everything, but
No, he still should be shitting in no motherfucking chair. Hey, all that via con Dios with your shitty
I'm
ass.
saying,
No surprise.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he didn't sound like he was living a healthy life
I know.
at all.
No.
Sound like shit caught up with him, literally.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
transition-wise, I mean, shit happens, doesn't it? Daily.
Mhm.
What can I say?
You don't realize how much liberty you're in that situation. It's kind of like,
Yeah, that's rough.
No, really, ain't nothing to ever make fun of, but light up at all. It's fucked up that it went down like that, but like it didn't sound from how you said the man lived his life that he was trying to do anything to change that. So shit happens. Now, from that, what do we have? We have the good brother, Sky Ray. You know what I'm saying? With another Dear Podcastbols. You motherfuckers better get ready. Just saw we some shit. Unravel it for us, Sky. Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to the watcher, reader, listener that submitted this one. Seemed interesting. I thought it might garner some conversation. Dear Podcastbols,
What up, though?
I'm a barber. One day I was cutting this kid's hair. Maybe he was 3. His mom was bad as shit. I don't usually cut kids too sharp because nobody usually cares. But I made him the sharpest little nigga at daycare for sure. His mother was impressed and mentioned that her son was getting sharp to stay with grandma for the week. I asked if she had any exciting plans while her son was going away, and she mentioned that she didn't have any plans. The barber next to me, we'll call him Mitch. Since I started working there a few months back, me and Mitch, we've been kicking it heavy. Drank together, we smoked, we even partied a couple chicks. So when she responded that she didn't have any plans, I glanced at Mitch real quick. Now he's cutting somebody, but I see him smile. Ain't nobody say shit, and we was watching the news. So ain't shit to smile about. So it's on. I casually suggested she hang with me and Mitch one evening to grab some drinks, kick it or whatever. The whole time I'm thinking, tag team back again. She was cool with it, so we made plans for Mitch and I to go to her crib. I wasn't too worried about having an away game. She seemed cool in a good neighborhood, no problem. So boom, we get there after a couple of drinks, couple of blunts. I'll be damned if she wasn't sucking me off while Mitch was hitting it from the back.
Showtime, I guess.
We added a good 5 minutes.
Too old for that shit.
I can hear that she was super wet. So wet that while he was hitting it, his dick squirted out. So when his dick fell out, I grabbed it to guide it back in, because that's my nigga.
What?
He said, he stopped and he said, yo, fuck is you doing?
It's her.
He looked at me like I'm the crazy one.
Yeah.
I just said I was giving an assist.
No.
Shorty turned around all confused.
What?
He started yelling, talking about fucking assist. This nigga grabbed my dick. He was heated.
He should have been.
She looked at me like,
Kill him.
and asked me what the fuck is wrong with me. I said, you know what? I guess y'all weirdos ain't familiar with it, so I got dressed and left. I knew Mitch would feel weird about it, and if I knew Mitch would have felt weird about it, I never would have done it.
What?
I started working at another shop so I wouldn't make things weird continuously, but the old shop owner called me back, talked about increasing my pay if I returned. So my question, should I return to the old shop? Signed Magic Johnson. So I guess how weird, like, do you go, is there a return on that one? Like, I don't even, like, I got sweaty reading it. That came up a few notches.
I think his first mistake was doing the tag team. There's something weird about that to me. Like, both, like Patrice O'Neal said, fucking your half of the torso. Both doing that at the same space at the same time.
Get past that, though. Get past that.
That's always a little odd to me. But when you put yourself in that situation, you kind of open yourself
You
up.
open up to an assist? You were asking for an assist?
I'm not saying you were asking for
No.
You're not asking.
No.
But when you put yourself in that situation, you don't know what somebody else might be thinking. Like, oh, he
No.
seeing me like this.
No.
Maybe he's all right. Like, if it was me, maybe I'd be okay.
They had said it. He said it happened a couple times before, but
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like this was the first assist.
Yeah, exactly. What that meant was that they obviously partied a Jones before, and in
He
that
never slipped out before.
and doesn't matter. Guess what?
Or maybe he didn't even notice. Like, he didn't cover that in the letter either.
Family.
Yeah.
If we're doing what you just said, Patrice O'Neal was talking about, taking care of each body's torso. It's a hand right there, all right? And it's a man right here, blam, all right? You come out, ain't got nothing to do with me.
In your
because,
scenario,
you know what I'm saying?
she's a horse. Suppose she's like 4'11". Like maybe she was so short that everything was, in close
It doesn't matter. You understand? It doesn't. There is no circumstance that I am getting topped off.
You never need to extend that courtesy.
Yeah, I'm saying absolutely to another man. You already, like Stop said, you already playing the line.
Oh, I got you, dog.
Right, yeah.
I mean, we grown. Listen, we over 40. Like, ain't none of that. Like, I speak for myself. Everybody got their own shit. But like, no, fuck that party and shit. But if it was your twist or whatever the fuck you was into, it's still rules to that shit. And you handle your end of the business, bruh. And I handle mine over here. And then at some point in time, I can go over that way and you can come back over this way. But in that exchange, there ain't no, oh man, you shit went, like, we not never touching, swapping, plopping, none of that shit with cops. All right? It's not going on. It's not happening, man.
Why,
You know what I'm saying?
So why are you so eager to help him out?
Yeah. Exactly. Like, why were you even focused in on that? You should be getting topped off and be worried about that.
You should have had your own agenda.
Like,
Exactly.
the whole time.
The whole
He been top up the whole time. He's like, he gonna slip out. I can tell.
I can tell by it. I can hear it.
I can
Remember,
hear it.
because he said, I can hear it. He's going to slip out, and I got him. Yeah, exactly.
He wrote
was
it in
premeditated.
So I've had to talk about it. I've had to talk about it
Yeah,
afterwards.
premeditated that
When
shit.
we do this, you can't be slipping out, man. You know what I'm saying?
These are the makings of that next shit coming on. He's like, yeah, so we're going to see if we can get a guy and a girl next time. You know what I'm saying? He might be on some shit that. Watch out for him.
Mm.
As far as him going back to the shop to get that money, go back to the shop, get that money. Just don't be touching nobody nuts while you out there getting that money, I guess. You know what I'm
And
saying?
working at the same shop with with Mitch.
I mean, I gotta get that
Maybe
money.
we can get Mitch on here for his top 5 awkward moments, because I'm sure when he comes back to the shop, he's
Right.
going to tell us about that situation. Like,
We gonna have to catch him quick because it might be that one time I called a homicide because I stabbed this motherfucker.
Now,
that
see,
I
this
saw
makes
after
me, as we always do from certain shit we talk about, we always go into other shit. But this just brings me to something I heard. Shout out to the comedian boy Godfrey. I heard this on his podcast. He had the porno star Sarah J on there. So, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Kurt, I used talking about awkward moments. They talking about like, wow, this shit you saw or been around it, whatever like that.
Sure.
And she said, the European motherfuckers is out they mind. She said she will go over there not to work because they just too fucking nasty. She said she'll go over there and shoot and do shit like that. She said they're doing some shit like the average scene in a Euro, I guess, porn or whatever like that is already like a 3-way, meaning like the bitch gotta have is gonna be in her mouth, her ass, and her dick, in the pussy. Excuse me.
Damn, and her dick.
Like, because it's already throwing me off. It's just all this other shit going on. Excuse me. I know what I meant. And the puss. All right, excuse my language. But all right, you get what I'm saying. That's one level already for shooting. But then they have this other thing that is absolutely listen, each his own, no judgment zone. But this is some fruitastic shit. All right? It is a 3-up, which basically is 3 Johnsons in one female's asshole at the same time. How and why and what are you kidding me?
That don't even sound
What's the
physically
appeal?
possible.
I mean, I guess they make it happen.
That's a hell of a Twister scenario. Like you got to have
Ain't
blue
no
foot,
way
purple,
in
yep.
the world. Now we just came off of talking about an assist and lost our shit. Fam,
Willingly.
you are going already into the nasty Duke shoot, and then you are in there with 2 others.
Willingly.
So y'all just sliding a paparazzi. What?
That is family style right there. That is old country buffet. I don't want any parts of that. No sir.
Damn.
Yikes.
I don't know.
It probably smelled like potted meat. Ain't no way it don't smell like old Vienna sausage in that room.
That's too much.
I mean, yeah.
That's too much.
I am very much about being
like how do bodies stack?
You have to be creative with that. Like somebody's in a cartwheel position.
You know what I'm saying?
Like somebody's like turned
how
at like a 90-degree angle to Earth. Like it's a commitment. You know.
Get everybody.
Now who would get paid more in that scenario? The woman or the 3 dicks?
I
would say the woman.
I mean, so I get because it's porn. It's obviously the woman, but is she really working the hardest in this scenario?
Yes.
I got to finagle myself to put my dick where 2 other dudes.
I had to get my asshole open enough to finagle for all y'all to be
listen,
up in there.
There's conversation on both sides. I'm just saying I don't think it's clear cut that it's her. There's a lot of work. Suppose you got to keep a fixed position with my hands up and
that's not the only thing you
contorted.
got to do.
That's not the only thing you got to keep up. I got to keep erection, just rub it.
And we said cut, and we cut, and we just all in this joint like, yo,
And then that will just collapse out like, oh God.
Man. No. I mean, no.
Unbelievable. You
Yeah.
understand the foolishness that is out here in the world. Man, and
That feels like a good note. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Get
get
that
that.
back. You say no, I can't go back to that barbershop.
No, you're not. You wouldn't. No.
Can't go back.
You can't go back. No.
That's too weird. You can't work next to that guy.
Yeah. I get it.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna be like, yo, they're gonna all time. As soon as he come in, do all time assist leader.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you know what I'm saying?
It's a barbershop. Like it can't be.
Oh, my man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He couldn't have kept that to himself.
Yeah, no. That's all.
But maybe you do.
Yeah.
He could have out of shame.
Yeah.
Or
I don't know if that's
embarrassment.
something you want to share with
That's
me.
not something I'm going on the line about. Yeah.
That's one of the things you take to yourself. They're probably gonna give you some kind of trauma.
That's why he wrote about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
I can't believe he did that.
Mitch ain't right about it. Just the assist giver, Magic, sent us that.
Yeah.
Magic.
Woo!
Shout out to you, Magic.
Yeah, that was one.
Got you back in there.
And on that one, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm gonna bring it in on that one. Yeah, absolutely. After that,
That's his bullshit.
yeah, it's a lot of shit right there. And that's what you get with the podcast, boss. A lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. From not even gonna go into that with people sitting in chairs and leaving things, and then you got other guys giving out.
This
assists.
episode had a lot of layers.
You know, a lot of bumping going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, once again, we appreciate you guys.
Yes.
All right, keep sending us this shit for Dear Podcastbols. As you can see, we're going to talk about it. And thank you again, Magic. All right, appreciate you. All right. If you didn't know, once again, we're the fuck everywhere. When I say everywhere, that means all your platforms, motherfuckers. Yeah, like your Instagram, your YouTube, your Twitter, your TikTok, Spotify, iTunes. You get what I'm saying? Oh, don't we just get on the Amazon too? Shit. You see what this dude just said? You see that face? He don't smile, he just look at you. Yep, motherfuckers. Because we everywhere. And that's what it is. Sleeves the hustle all day long, man. Once again, here to get it the fuck on. Got my man, True Blue, the Stizzer, the Militant One. You know what it is, a.k.a. Brother Byron. You know what I'm saying? Logan Zone, Can It Be? Good Brother.
They didn't tell me
Scott
that it was Blue
Bree.
Day. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I had no idea.
Dread on the pan, best in the building, Podcast Bols fan. Check for us. It's the Bols. Podcast, that is. We everywhere.
Peace, suckers!
You know what I mean? That's all.